Welcome back. Week 6? 6. That's where we're at. Hope you're enjoying this series. Hope you're connecting with people in your group, walking through this and reading this daily and kind of meditating on this. And I hope that what it helps is kind of gives you steps as you walk through stuff, as you go through life. You understand that the Lord is my shepherd, that relationship is focusing on the relationship. Then you focus on his desires to, we need him, and I'm saying that he helps us through all this stuff. But the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He leads me by still waters. And as we walk through all this, but one of the lines in here I think is so important that we dealt with at church and we're dealing with now is in verse 4 through 5. Here's what it says. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of the darkest valley, or the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. There's a lot in this. There's a lot of stuff, information in here. We don't have time. If you miss service, please watch. And even in there is not enough time. But there's a couple things I just want, as your group tonight, to ask this question is like, what is a dark valley that you've been through? What is something that you've walked through that God has helped you walk through? Because here's what I want us to understand. I described today what it meant by a dark valley, but here's what's interesting. Did you catch what it says? This whole thing is about God leading you. Bad things happen, but God is leading you through it. Through it. Like dark times, hard times, the enemy surrounding, but you're okay because God's with you as you go through it. I look back at Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. God didn't rescue them from the flames. God went into it with them. God went through it with them. And so God is leading us through dark valleys. And so why is this important? Because it's in the midst of dark valleys and these dark times that God feeds us, restores us. He's with us. It's a big deal that you have a God who's with you in the hardest days that you face. That I will fear no evil because God is with me. God is with me. That's huge. And it says his rod and his staff comfort me. And I talked about on Sunday how that is about protection. It's about also discipline. He actually, back in the shepherd times, they would use the staff to count the sheep, to draw the sheep in, to protect it from animals. And then he says this, he prepares a table in the presence of my enemies. That's pretty cool. That's something, if you have time, deep dive into that, because he's serving, he's preparing in the presence of in the presence of your enemies. And I want to read this verse to you. It's found in Exodus 14. And this is how we're going to close. Exodus 14, 13 through 14. It says, do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance of the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only be still. I just want you to know today that you're not fighting your battles alone, that God is fighting battles, sometimes that you don't even know about. God is fighting battles for you, and he's fighting battles with you. You're not alone. God fights. And so I just want us to, as we answer these questions together, read this together, and just talk through what that means in your personal life.